Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today what I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to weigh your lean and green. So for the first week, I like salads. Not everyone likes salads. Maybe you like broccoli or other things. The main concept of the lean and green is to have 1 serving of meat, and then you want to have 3 servings of vegetables. And depending on the meat you choose, that'll let you know your healthy fats. So in your little packet, you're gonna get a book like this, right? So let's see, it's the guide for the program, right? So it's gonna be a little book like this, all right? So inside the book on page 18, there's gonna have, and I'll put this up on the screen, but there's gonna have 3 categories of meat. The leanest meat, which are your fish, shellfish, game meat, ground turkey, things like that, right? And then over here, and there's eggs and stuff, different options for people who don't eat meat or whatever. And then there's your leaner meat, which will be chicken breast, which I'm about to eat, fish. And then there's your lean meat, which is fish, salmon, or it just depends. It keeps saying fish, but I think your leaner meats are more, let's say the red meats, like our dark meat, like dark meat chicken or ground turkey. That's not fully lean. You know, sometimes you got to watch the packets when you buy the ground turkey because it's not always lean. So basically that's it. This is your meat. 3 categories. So get your meat first, okay? So we're gonna go in the middle category. So when you're choosing from the middle category, it'll tell you 6 ounces. That's how much meat you have to eat. You're either getting 7 ounces, 6 ounces, or 5. That's it, okay? Pick your meat. We're picking a meat from here. Went to Walmart. We're at a hotel. So I'm staying on plan and we're at a hotel on the beach. We just came from the beach and I'm staying on plan, okay? So you can do it. Keep it simple. So this is just the grilled chicken that I get from Walmart. And then that's considered in the middle category. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be able to measure 6 ounces of this, and I'm gonna be able to have 1 healthy fat. Up here, 2 healthy fats. Right here, 1 healthy fat. Here, no healthy fats because your meat is not that lean. We getting this chart? 2 healthy fats, 1 healthy fat, no healthy fats, okay? So usually, I mean, let's be real. If we want to get the bit more bang for our buck, you want to choose a meat from these 2 categories. Like if you like shrimp and stuff, don't worry. You'll be able to get in this category. You'll have 2 healthy fats. And I'll explain the healthy fats later. So then the next thing you're gonna need is, I printed out some more information in a binder that breaks down the vegetables. And again, I'll put that on the screen as well. So this is your vegetable chart. So basically it lists a whole bunch of vegetables and it narrows it down to the gram or the ounces. So you want 3 servings, but sometimes you don't know how much 1 serving is. So today, we're having this little cheap iceberg lettuce, keeping it simple, okay? So yes, romaine is better, but we're not worried about all that, okay? So we're gonna go into, I know you can't see this, but I'll try and put it on the screen. Lettuce, iceberg lettuce. 1 serving, because all of these measurements are in 1 serving. 1 serving of iceberg lettuce is 1.66 ounces. Everybody got that? 1 serving of this is 1.66 ounces. I don't have 3 different vegetables. So I only have 1. So let's say you wanted tomatoes. So you would check the chart again, see how much 1 serving of tomatoes is. So let's say 1 serving of tomatoes is, I don't know, 1.6 ounces. So you would have 1.6 ounces of this, 1.6 ounces of your tomatoes, and then you still have 1 more vegetable left. But you don't want to add another one. You go back to your lettuce and you add another 1.6 ounces of this. Everybody got that? So 1 meat, pick your meat, 3 servings of your vegetable, and then your healthy fat. Your girl's simple. Some people eat avocados and all those things. I don't even know what those are. I get dressing. And that's another thing you're gonna have to print out, is a chart that lets you know the different healthy fat options and which ones you can have. So what your girl did was, I printed out the chart And I like dressing, and a lot of us do that are maybe having issues with eating healthier. So what we usually do is we put way too much dressing, but there's a difference in the dressing. If you come to this chart right here, it lets you know the brand of dressing you could pick, and if you pick that one, how many tablespoons you can have. So what I did was I went to the chart that said 2 tablespoons, because I don't want 1 tablespoon of dressing, I need 2 tablespoons of dressing. So I want to make sure if I'm just getting 1 healthy fat, I want to be able to have at least 2 tablespoons of dressing. So I only eat the dressings out of this column right here that says 2 tablespoons. And it's usually your light dressings, or, you know, like no sugar dressings, things that are better for you. So if you go down to this chart and you see wishbone, you'll see light ranch, right? So right here, I have some wishbone, light ranch. I can have 2 tablespoons as 1 healthy fat. I don't want to confuse you. This right here, 2 tablespoons of this is my 1 healthy fat. I'm having grilled chicken, so that's from here, which means we could have 1 healthy fat. Got it? 1 healthy fat is equal to 2 tablespoons of that specific dressing. We got that? So let's start weighing out our lean and green, okay? I'm gonna go through it, and then you can watch this back. I kind of talk fast, so if I talk too fast, sorry. So again, you got your guides, you're gonna need that. Another little handy dandy thing you need that I take everywhere with me is a scale. It's a food scale, right? So most of us know how to use a food scale, but as I'm measuring, I'll show you guys exactly what I'm measuring just to give you a better idea of how to do it, okay? So let me turn the camera around just to give you guys an idea, okay? Okay, so right now I'm just zeroing out the scale because you want to make sure it starts on 0, and some of them have units right here. So you want to make sure your units are ounces, okay? Everybody got that? Okay, so now that my scale's zeroed out to 0 ounces, I'm gonna put my bowl on the scale. Everybody can see that? So now, again, you press this little button on the side, that'll zero it out. It's like you're starting from scratch. Now what I did to save us time is I already warmed my chicken. And I kind of figured out how much might be 6 ounces, but I already warmed it just to shorten up the video. But the way I like to make my salad, I like to put my lettuce first, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and open this lettuce, and we're gonna pour that in. Start pouring this lettuce in. And if we all remember, let's say I wanted just that and I was a little over. We kind of just get it down. Well, look at that. Well, look at that. Okay, but listen, I want 3 servings of this. So what you're gonna do is, what I do is I'm gonna take that and multiply it by 3, right? So 1.66 times 3. So that's 4.9 ounces of what I could have. If you're overwhelmed by now, it just sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, after you get the hang of it, it's not that bad, okay? So I can only have 1.66 ounces, but if I want 3 servings of the same exact vegetable, just multiply that times 3, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna add my lettuce until I get to 4, and the good thing about this scale is it'll just keep adding it until I get to 4.98, right? So let's do that. That little piece of lettuce won't kill us, but we want to make sure we kind of get as close as we can to the measurement, okay? You don't want to be too far off, okay? Because you got to make sure your body's getting calories that you need. Now I'm going to add my chicken. Oh, okay, so we're going to go back to our chart of chicken. Sorry, I actually can have 6 ounces of this. Do we see that? Chicken breast, second. Okay, everybody got that? So I'm going to put 6 ounces of this, okay? So what we got to make sure we do first is we want to zero out our scale again, because we already got our lettuce. We don't want to take this out and measure again. Nope, we already have our lettuce. So now I'm just gonna add 6 ounces of chicken, which you'll see is a pretty good amount. There we go, 6 ounces of chicken. Now some people might think this is actually a good bit of meat, so I didn't cut it up or anything. I usually cut this chicken up as well, but just to save time for the video. So what I'm gonna do is, some people will take this, and this is just your one lean and green. You can separate it and eat this, some of your lean and green, at lunchtime, and you could save the rest for later. I was pretty busy all day and I was eating my bars and my other 5 fuelings, so I didn't have time to bring a bowl to the beach and eat half of my lean and green. But just in case some of you are like, everyone's eating lunch and I want to eat lunch, and you want to eat your lean and green half and half, you can do that. So don't worry about that, okay? Now the next thing we're going to need to do is, this comes in handy. This is your tablespoon of dressing. So remember, I could have 2 tablespoons of this dressing, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna fill this up with 2 tablespoons of dressing, and we're gonna pour it in the salad, okay? Okay, ready? This is my 1 healthy fat, okay? So I'm gonna pour it in here. So 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. So guys, as you can see, this is my healthy lean and green for the night. I'm gonna shake this up, mix it up, and then I'm all ready to go, okay? So if you guys have any questions, leave them below. Like I said, lean and green, okay? 1 meat, 3 servings of vegetables. My salad's not really creative. If you gotta keep it simple to make sure you stay on plan, I would keep it simple. I know there's other things in all these recipes you're seeing all over. You can incorporate that later. But the first few weeks, I would say stick to something really simple. Maybe steamed broccoli, then broccoli and chicken, or do shrimp and chicken, or cauliflower rice, do that, and then do like your meat. Just keep it simple so that you're not feeling overwhelmed. That's why we do the 1 lean and green meal a day, so you're not feeling like you have to prep like 15 meals in one day. Everybody understand? So good luck, happy planning, and I hope all of you are successful and meet your goals. So if you guys have any questions, leave them below, because it's really important that you stay on plan and you ask your coach if you are not sure about anything on plan, how much of this you should be eating. And if you're not seeing any weight loss or things like that, make sure you're not weighing out your lean and greens wrong, or you're a little confused maybe about the charts. Any questions you have, leave them below and I can make a video about it, or I'll answer your question. All right, bye.